New York Irish Rovers and Port Jefferson SC. Two teams that are very, very familiar with each other. Many different cup finals, league finals, and so forth between these two stalwarts of the LISFL. And the game has just started. We are underway. And Rovers have the ball. Steven Ciso. Back to Brian Garay. Up to Richie. Oh, intercepted Sean Towie for Port Jeff. Port Jeff has the ball. Don't know that player. Steven Ciso. Mosiah White with the ball for Port Jeff, number 39. Shot from outside, goes over the bar. A lot of familiar faces and a few new ones for these two clubs that are both, again, as I mentioned, stalwarts of the LISFL. Many, many contests throughout the years. Earlier this year, Port Jeff had a very convincing win in the League Cup final back in April. In March, and now the two teams are contesting the final. Both have had many difficult games with Leros, among other teams, in the Long Island Soccer Football League Premier Division. Leros was in there for battling it away and had a difficult game last week with Port Jeff, but Leros been a strong team that could easily have won either one of these competitions. And number 87 for Port Jeff, up to Gabe for 43. Steven Ciso. A lot of Stony Brook connections on both teams, particularly the Port Jefferson team, Stony Brook University men's team. Duga Nabali, known to many local soccer fans from his times with Doxa, still a Doxa player, but playing for Rovers in the last few games here at the end of the season to add some much needed firepower up top. Many, many familiar faces throughout. TJ Bernhard with the throw in up to Mason Chetty. Marcelo Chacon looking for Mosiah White, Brian Garay, Steven Ciso. Back to Rovers goalkeeper Dennis Mehav, Beloy University. Out to Shea Daly from Marist College. Interesting backstory with Shea. Shea Daly's father, Kevin Daly, a very, very prominent former Rovers player for many, many years, many championships, state cups, league championships, league cups, and so forth. Kevin having played also professionally with some of the local clubs from back in that era. Out to Stephen Betts on the left side. Stephen with a cross in. Duga looking for it. Shot goes over the bar. Curtis Copenhaver in goal for Port Jeff, another former Stony Brook player. And we could see Sean Towie at center back, along with Kaike Fernandez. Sean was a Stony Brook player. Kaike was actually the one of the four Fernandez brothers actively playing. Kaike was at Wright State, actually. Ball goes out. Throw in for Port Jeff. TJ Bernhard taking the throw in. TJ is also playing with Met Oval in the newly formed League of Clubs this summer as well. Throwing for Rovers, Andrew Lul. Out to Nico Vidal. Nico on the smaller fellow, but very, very effective, very fast. Nice shot on goal, just wide. Corner kick for Rovers. Looks like Steven Ciso, formerly of Stony Brook as well, will be taking it. Bit of a rainy sort of day here in Massapequa throughout, and sort of a odd day for early June, but it was more like a late spring day, but, well, I guess it is technically a late spring day, but more so in April or May kind of thing. But here we go with Steven with the kick in from the corner. Looking to see who he can find for Rovers. Headed out by Port Jeff. Gabe Fernandez, former Stony Brook player, now assistant coach of Stony Brook. Coming out. Oh, foul call against Port Jeff. We're Rovers. Steven Ciso looks like he's about to take it. Put it back into play. Both stalwarts of the league as well. Ciso with the kick in. Looking for Duga, but Curtis has it. Curtis Copenhagen for Stony Brook, for Port Jeff. It's become a bit of a Stony Brook team. But anyway, the ball goes down through to Dennis Mayha for Rovers. Brian Garay, who's been ever present in the back line this year. Queens College, CISO, Garay. Garay looking for Duga Dambali. Duga on the ball with the cross in. Unable to connect with Richie DeBras of Adelphi formerly. TJ Bernhard. Again, playing with Med Oval this summer. TJ back on the ball. Over to Sean Towie, who's been present for for Port Jeff the last few seasons. Duga intercepts. Looking for a cross, but Curtis has that pretty easily. Goes it back up. Looking for TJ. Andrew Lewell. Back and forth in midfield. Mason Chetty leading the attack for Port Jeff. Taking it down the left wing. Had a great year at Manhattanville College. We'll be back there again this fall. Throw in for, looked like it was out of bounds, throw in for Rovers. Big game for this league, and the season, the 2024-25 season winds down. It's been a wild and interesting year as always. Port Jeff brings the ball up. Steven Ciso for Rovers, intercepts. Gabe Fernandez. Port Jeff for the throw-in, 87. Mosiah White. Mo looking, goes out of bounds. Throw-in for Rovers. A lot of intrigue within both clubs as a lot of changes occur every year from year to year. Port Jeff has some stalwarts that have been with the club for several years. Rovers as well. But Rovers definitely in the midst of some changes, both on the field and potentially off the field, as it's rumored to be the last game for head coaches Chris Arnold and Jason Hadley. That's the rumor going around. We'll see if that actually occurs. Nico Vidal looking for Rovers. Intercept Kaike Fernandez, Chetty, Bernhard, White, Chacon. Back up, Cellini had it. Lorenzo Cellini, another former Stony Brook player, Betts. Back to Port Jeff, Copenhaver. Gabe. Gabe going up on the attack. Ciso's there. Back to Mayha. Mayha boots it down the field. Looking for Luli, who actually had a red card here in the game earlier in the cup final with Port Jeff. That definitely turned the tide towards Port Jeff, and as it led to a dominant victory for them in the McKim Premier Division League Cup. Rovers bring it up, out of bounds. Craig Corbo, ball passes by him. Hall of Famer for the Long Island Soccer Football League, stalwart with Port Jefferson for many, many years now. Has won many championships. Absolute legend in the league. Likes to kind of keep things on the low. Ooh, nice cross in. Port Jeff nearly had an opportunity there. Ball goes out of bounds for the goal kick. Greg's been in the league for many, many years with Port Jefferson SC, and has led them quietly to many, many championships throughout the years. Likes to keep things a little to himself, but he's absolutely a legend of the league. Port Jeff in the Rovers half. Salini, number 43. Puts the ball in, looking for Mosiah White. Gabe Fernandez looks like looking to get on it, get a shot. After 20, Marcelo Chacon. Mayha, deflection, and Mayha makes the save. For Rovers, early attack there for Port Jeff here in the first half. 0-0 is the score. Both teams going for it all, as today is the final for the Premier Division. And as per the league rules, if the game is tied at the end of regulation, we will go straight to penalty kicks, as it's always been. Free kick for Port Jeff. Sean Towie stands over the ball. Over to Kake Fernandez. Down the field, out of bounds. Neither team so far has been able to really possess the ball and hold on to it for an extended period of time. A lot of back and forth. It is a little bit of a smaller field here at Field of Dreams, and teams generally do go straight forward at it, trying to get a goal a little more directly. Gabe Fernandez, White, Cellini, tackle by Rovers, Duga, Betts, Ciso, Vidal, Tim Demige, formerly of Adelphi, Betts, Meha, resetting for Rovers, Daly, Nico Vidal, Daly, looking for DeBras, Richie DeBras, Stuga, shot off Port Jeff. It's going to be a corner kick. Windy, ooh, oh, and there goes the train. Corner kick for Rovers. As the Long Island Railroad passes behind us here in Massapequa. Nico Vidal gets the ball. Brian Gray, seeing if he can get it short. Nope, ball goes in. Jeff heads it out. Gray with a shot goes out of bounds. Goal kick for Port Jefferson. 0-0 here in the first half as Port Jeff and New York Irish Rovers battle it out for the Premier Division final. Tight game as it usually is between these teams. Goes back and forth throughout the years. Would have to really look deep to figure out who's got the overall lead in games played against each other, but it's been a lot of them throughout the years. Ball forward. Ball goes out of bounds, thrown for Rovers. Betts, Garay, Daly. Daly puts it deep. Copenhaver grabs it easily. Again, smaller field here. You can play direct, but gotta be careful because there's not a lot of room to play with. Copenhaver goes deep. Gray. Header goes out of bounds. Throw in. Port Jeff. Duga looking for the ball. DeBras. Intercepted. Out on Port Jefferson, throwing for Rovers. Stephen Betts from Rovers, Marist University. Syracuse University before that, takes the throw in. Intercepted. Kike Fernandez kicks it out. Oh, sorry. It came off. It was a free kick. Rovers will take it. Or offside, excuse me. Sean Towie going to take the kick. Looking for Mason Chetty. Andrew Luley heads the ball out of bounds. Thrown for Rovers. TJ Bernhard. Short throw in. Fernandez. Back and forth. Nico Vidal with the ball. Vidal. Ooh, looking for Betts. Port Jeff intercepts. Towie. That's center back. Usually you'd be right back. Ball, ooh, nice. Ball goes down. Port Jeff for number 43. Mosiah White in. Could he get one off? Oh, goal for Port Jeff. Mo White, the man who usually, if anybody's going to be scoring, it's Mo for Port Jeff. It's usually Mo White, and he does it again with his left foot. Gives Port Jefferson the 1-0 lead. Here in the first half, in the Long Island Soccer Football League Premier Division Final, Port Jefferson 1-0. Mo White with the goal. Who else? Here in the first half, we're getting ready to get started. Rovers are going to have to come back now and try to erase this deficit in order to get back in it. 1-0. Demige on the ball. Nice goal by Mo White. Nice finish, as it always has been and always will be for Mo. Demige, Ciso, Lully, Vidal, Lully, out of bounds. Throwing for Port Jeff. Chetty, Fernandez, Demige, looking. Finds a Rover player, Duga. Ooh, goes out of bounds. Corner kick for the Rovers. Steven Ciso going to take a corner kick for Rovers. Rovers are down 1-0 to Port Jefferson here in the league final. Ciso with the kick. Copenhagen punches it out. Foul against Rovers. Foul against Port Jeff. Free kick for Rovers. Port Jeff are not happy about the call. Free kick for Rovers. Nico Vidal, Steven Ciso over the ball. Both trying to find who's going to take it and put it where they're going to put it. Curtis Copenhaver standing tall on net for Port Jeff. Vidal takes it into the wall. Ciso back. Off. Port Jeff. Oh, shot. Ooh, corner kick. Corner kick for Rovers. Referee saying it came off a Port Jeff player. It's a rainy, coldish June day here in Long Island and Massapequa for the LISFL Premier Division Final. Corner kick, Ciso takes it in. DeBras, nice header. Ciso and Mo, bang. Mo's got the ball. Mo White going up the right wing. Up to Gabe Fernandez. Mason Chetty. Looks like we have a foul against Rovers. Port Jefferson. Yeah, 1-0 for Port Jeff. Port Jeff are leading 1-0 in the first half here in Massapequa at Field of Dreams. Come on down and join us. It's a beautiful day here in Massapequa. Nice, warm, sunny June day. The ball is kicked in. Oh no, back to Port Jeff. Port Jeff have the free kick. As always, there's a bit of a debate over the free kick. Is that Gabe or is that Joey Sanchez? Oh, Joey Sanchez. Our old friend. Oh no, 43, sorry. 43 for Port Jeff. 43 is a bit of a newer player for Port Jeff, taking the free. Ooh, off the wall, off Steven Ciso. That probably hurt a little bit, but he keeps on going. 43 throws it in. Mo with the goal that put Port Jeff up 1-0. Throw in for Rovers. Rovers throw in. Deep in their half. Oh, over to Port Jeff. There's Duga. Salini for Port Jeff. Chacon. Ciso. Bras. Chacon. Salini. Offsides. Looking for Mo. And Mo is offsides. Mo White. Mo is a standout also at Malloy University, like several of the players here and on the teams throughout Long Island. A lot of the local players from local universities as well. Delphi, Stony Brook, and so forth. Richie DeBras puts the ball up. Nobody to run onto it. Brian Garay, Queens College. Oof. Marcelo Chacon. Mo. Gabe. Fernandez puts it. Oh, no. TJ fighting hard with the Rovers players. Back to Daly. Gray. Betts. Gray. Demige. Demige has been ever present for the Rovers this year. Chetty, White, Gray, Duga, Ciso, DeBras, Betts, shot on goal for Betts, Stephen Betts. Curtis Copenhaver with the save for Port Jeff. Throws it out to Bernhard. Looking for Chetty. Salini. Tackle. Foul on Rovers. Free kick for Port Jeff. Some substitution? No, not yet. Yes, there are, actually. Looks like Marcelo Chacon's going to be going to the right. Or perhaps not. Oh, I believe that's Trevor Harrison, another player from Stony Brook as well. Bernhard stands over the ball for Port Jeff. Ball back into play. Deep into the Rovers half. Gray with the header out. Gabe, number 87. Oof. Off Port Jeff, throw in for Rovers. Betts with the throw in. Vidal is now on the left. Interesting switch. Chris Morandi on for Rovers. Demige. John Sebastian Goycochea on for Rovers. Goycochea will be well known to many folks out there listening from his time with Greek Americans, a brief tiny spell with Doxa. John Sebastian's played for many of the clubs in local areas. Luli, Ciso, Vidal, Demige, Daly, Ciso, Vidal, looking for Morandi, Ciso, wide to the right, nobody there. Copenhaver with the ball. Chris Morandi, number 7 on for Rovers, had a beautiful goal last night as he plays for the American Soccer Club New York. New NPSL team here on Long Island. Chris was there last night. He's here for the Rovers tonight. Header from Brian Garay. Looking for Morandi. Ooh. Looks like Cameron Blaze is on for Port Jeff. Demige. Goycochea. Seba, as everyone knows him. Throwing for Rovers. Cameron Blaze back from playing, I believe it was in Germany, for the last several months. Perhaps even going back into the fall. Another former Stony Brook player, Stony Brook University. Throwing for Luli, Ciso. Luli, Garay. Vidal. Morandi. Oh, not Morandi though. Ooh, offside. Deep ball. Offside to Mo White, and he is not happy about the call. Although, when is he ever? Mo's a good guy. I've known him for many years, so never happy about an offside call like any true forward. Apparently, it was a good call. We are not debating. Our friend here, what's it? Brian, or the linesman who's standing right by us. We're just, well, game's back in play. Mo's got a chance again now. Looks like Joey Sanchez, local legend, is back on. Trevor Harrison with the ball, number 80 for Port Jeff. With Stephen Betts for Rovers. Ooh. Throwing for Rovers. Correa, Betts, Vidal. And number 5. Not sure who the mystery man is for Rovers yet. Seba. Blaze with the ball. Salini. Bernhard. A lot of back and forth in this game. Both teams battling it out, but no extended spells of possession. Small field could do that to you as well. Substitution for Rovers. I am the Rovers manager, and I don't even recognize some of these players. They are registered, but I just don't recognize them. Anyway, out of the back is Daly. Blaze. Bernhard. Fernandez. Deep. Salini. Sanchez. Whoa! Foul against Rovers with Stephen Betts. Looks like he threw a nice tackle in there. Actually, no, that wasn't Joey Sanchez. It was 77. Joey is wearing the infamous 99 of Wayne Gretzky, made popular in the 1980s from the hockey legend. Port Jeff are known for having some interesting numbers in their collection. Salini stands over the ball, ready to take the kick in. Headed out by Brian Garay. Chris Morandi on the ball for Rovers. Vidal. Seba Curdy, that's who it is. Seba Curdy is up top for Rovers, playing an attacking mid. Foul against Port Jeff. Betts. Demige for Rovers. Ciso, a little bit too much there. Daly. Lul. Blaze. Blaze in the path down. Oh, White. Looking for Fernandez. Gabe Fernandez with the shot. Saved by Dennis Meha. Ciso. Daly. Luli. Foul. Oh. Throw in for Port Jeff. Throws into the Rovers player, Daly. Seba. Goycochea. Curdy. Ooh, nice tackle by Trevor Harrison. Cellini. Fernandez. Sanchez. Harrison. Daly. Wins the ball for Rovers. Boots it up to Towie. Port Jeff. Cellini. Fernandez. Blaze on the left wing. Oof. Somebody had a shirt. Rovers player grabbing onto Blaze's shirt is going to go with a foul and a free kick for Port Jeff. Number of folks look like they want to step up and take it. Could be Joey Sanchez, could be Lorenzo Cellini, could be a lot of people for Port Jeff. A lot of good free kick takers on that team. Looks like Joey's going to claim it. Joey's been around for a long time now. Still very young, but been around for a while. And well known amongst many teams in the area. Sanchez puts the ball in the box. Lufrike, foul called. It'll be kick for Rovers. Port Jeff does not agree with the call, as we would expect. Meha ready to take the free kick. Out to Garay. Vidal. 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 Seba. Luli. Daly. Back to Meha. Back down. Looking for Morandi. Towie wins the ball for Jeff. Cellini. Towie. Cellini. Harrison. Fernandez. Offsides. Mo White. He does not contest that one. We're a little surprised. Come on, Mo. You're losing it. Ciso got to kick the ball in for Rovers. Oh, no. Brian Garay. Betts. Garay. Ciso. Betts. Towie. Claiming it went off the Rovers player. Vidal. Curti. Ooh, 77. Kick out by Towie. Betts. Vidal. Ciso. Demige. Daly. Rovers legend. His father, Kevin Daly. Andrew Lule. Off Port Jeff. Seba. Vidal. Curti. Ciso. Looking for Lule. Port Jeff has it. Mo White and Kevin Daly. Shea Daly. Demige. Garay. Ciso. Luli. Daly. Port Jeff gets it back. Blaze. Harrison. Harrison. Looking for an opportunity. Betts. Intercepts. Tackles the ball. Oh, goes out of bounds off Betts. Port Jeff throwing. Looks like Trevor Harrison will take the throw in for Port Jeff. Looks like he's going to try to throw a deep one into the box. And he does. Out to Joey. Oh, Harrison gets the corner in. Dennis has it. Meha brings the ball down. Rovers look to reset. Yeah. Puts the ball down, looking for Morandi. Looks like it went off Fernandez. Blaze has the ball. Salini. Back to Rovers. Garay. Meha. Rovers reset again. Ciso. Garay. Ciso. Demige. Seba. Morandi. Luli. Seba. Seba. Ciso. Ciso looking for Luli. Puts the ball in and over. Goal kick, Port Jefferson. Still in the first half. We've made our way into it quite a bit. It's 1-0 Port Jefferson on a goal by Mosiah White. As we would expect, if anybody's going to score a goal for Port Jeff, he's a likely contender. Been doing it for many, many years. One of the leading goal scorers in the league this year in the LISFL Premier Division. He's won the Golden Boot for the leading goal scorer in the years past. Ever present for Port Jeff for a better part of almost 10 years now, I would say. Rovers win the ball to kick in. Seba, Ukochea, Morandi, looking for Vidal, Morandi, nope, Luli, Demige, Seba, Kurti, Copenhagen. A lot of pressure by Rovers, but Port Jeff are absorbing it. Port Jeff and Rovers are not really testing Copenhagen a lot. Harrison saves it for going out, kicks the ball up. Back to Rovers, Daly and Garay, back and forth. Ciso. Sanchez with some pressure. Almost in a center forward position for Joey. Kurti, Garay, Ciso, pressure by Fernandez, Garay, Morandi, Fernandez, Kurti, 77 takes it, Martinez, 64, Vidal takes the ball from Bernhard, Vidal, Demige, oof, Morandi had a shot, wasn't able to pull the trigger, Garay, Mosiah White in his back, Garay, Kurti, Daly, Demige, Goycochea, Demige, Ciso, ooh, offside, Stephen Betts. Port Jeff get the ball back. Looks like Rovers going to make a couple subs. Perhaps Port Jeff will as well. And we're still 1-0 Port Jefferson here in the first half. Massapequa, Long Island Soccer Football League Premier Division Final. 1-0 Port Jefferson with the lead. Got to be getting closer to halftime. Looks like Elijah Sawyers comes on for Rovers. Nico Vidal takes a break. And Alexi Morel. Alexi Morel is also on for Rovers. Former Franklin Pierce. Copenhagen kicks the ball up. Fernandez. White. Daly gets a steps. Wins the foul. Luli with the ball in, looking deep. Looking for Elijah Sawyers. Englishman. Here coaching for the Long Island Soccer Club. Copenhagen. Calmly picks up the ball. Boots it down the field for Port Jeff. Looking for Harrison. Betts wins the ball. Ciso. Morel. Oh, looking for Goycochea. Almost. Blaze, Luli, Morel, Morandi. Oh, looking for Curti. Cellini, Morel, Luli. Save by Meha. Meha taking the ball out. Down the field. Looking for Seba. Fernandez knocks it out. Throw it for the Rovers. Really, really good game. A lot of back and forth. Hotly contested final for the Long Island Soccer Football League Premier Division. Garay. Betts. Garay. Ciso. Pressure from Sanchez over to Daly. Ooh, a little bit of trouble with Daly as Fernandez took the ball. Then went back to Ciso. Looking for Betts. Martinez, 77. Looking for Harrison. Ooh, foul on Curti. Curti also playing with Medoval in the League of Clubs, or the League for Clubs. The League of something with clubs. Not sure exactly what the League of whatever is called. But Medoval have a very good team. And a couple of their players are here today. Free kick, Port Jeff. Copenhagen's going to take it. Looking down the field. He's got several options. And Fernandez tries to win it. Daly gets it back. Garay. Cellini. Oops. Port Jeff. Fernandez. Morale. Oops. Sanchez comes in. Ciso. Betts. Up to Sawyer. Ooh. Howie holds on and Copenhagen with the ball. Oh, pass from Copenhagen over to Rovers. Goicoechea. Morandi. Oh, Copenhagen with a big save. Morandi had a great opportunity and could not put it away. Sawyers. Harrison. Fernandez. Luli. Over to Meha. Rovers probably just had the best chance, but could not convert. And still it remains 1-0 for Port Jefferson. Ball kicked off Garay, goes to Fernandez, goes out. Out of bounds, Rovers throw in. Martinez, Curti, out of bounds. Throw in Port Jeff. As we're deep in the first half. 1 minute left. There's the rumor. Martinez with the throw. Garay, out of bounds. Port Jeff throw in. Throwing for 77, Martinez, Port Jefferson. Fernandez. Gets the ball in. Blaze looking for it. Bernhard back. Choppy first half. Ball goes out of bounds. Choppy bit here at the end of the first half. A lot of back and forth. Port Jeff maintaining possession. Martinez with the throw-in. Rovers get the header back. Morandi down the field, looking for Elijah Sawyers. Header from Fernandez, foul on Rovers. Port Jeff ball. Half time is called. Here at Massapequa, halftime as Rovers are down 1-0. Port Jefferson are in the lead in the LISFL Premier Division final. Halftime break for both teams to regroup. Port Jeff look to hold the lead and add to it in the second half. Rovers look to regroup and try to get back into the game. Weather has lightened up and now it's turned into a nice evening here in Massapequa. And it's all to play for in the second half as both teams look for the LISFL Premier Division Championship. Been a very good first half. Are we still live? Okay. A lot of people wonder and often ask, why is the Long Island Soccer Football League called the Long Island Soccer Football League? Long Island Soccer Football League has been around for well over now 75 years, and it goes back to a different era, a different time in the game when football, American football, was football, and soccer was also football, but distinguished from most of the people coming over from.
Touch on it. And it's a goal! It's a goal for Westmead.
Awesome. Does go back post, header's there! 1-1!
Mendez, go for the cross! What a goal! What a goal from Mendez! The middle for it, there is the header there. Yes, and it's a goal! It's a goal for the police department.
You don't have to keep saying, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not computer illiterate. We work to make sure that the only thing you'll have to say is, it works. Mendez, go for the cross! What a goal! What a goal from Mendez!
Goal! And speed! Go back!
And speed, baby!
Alongside Jermaine. Jermaine taking it low. Motan on the build. Can this be the chance? Never takes the sight. It goes wide. And sends it to his Haitian teammate. Jermaine. Cuts right. Lets it bend, and it goes just over the top right. Right. That's a nice cross. Keeper headed, and it's a goal. It's a goal for New Jersey United. Catching the crowd by surprise, a big roar from the away support. FC Motown trail, 67 minutes into the match. Back to Bernardi. One touch from Keogh. Keogh pivots it to Galloway. Galloway splits the defense. Here's Jolieu. 1v1. Tries to cut right. He's got a little bit of space. Goes straight for the goal. And he gets the...
Crosses the ball. Ooh, Chetty on. Oh! Dead on chance for Port Jeff. Would have taken a commanding 2-0 lead. Rovers are going for the attack, but leaving some holes in defense, and Port Jefferson are capitalizing. Creating chances, threatening. Good opportunity for Mason Chetty for Port Jefferson, Manhattanville College. Meha with the kick in. Former Malloy goalkeeper, as I've mentioned before. Elijah Sawyers from England. Up to Seba Goicoechea. Intercepted. Moya with the ball. Fernandez, Salini. 87. Another man of mystery for Port Jefferson. We'll find out eventually who they are. Garay has sweated through his entire shirt. Morel, Ciso, Betts, Marak. Oof, shot by Marak. Goes wide. Over the bar. Copenhagen to take it. Marak Ajayi. The man from Nigeria. Copenhagen ready to take the kick in. Rovers, or for Port Jeff, excuse me, Copenhagen. Fernandez, oh, Morel. Sawyer is in. Oh, just over the crossbar for Elijah Sawyers. Probably the best chance the Rovers have had since Chris Morandi was in on goal earlier, back in the first half, but not on target. Copenhagen. Towie. Throw in for Port Jeff. .43. Throw it for Port Jeff. Salini on the ball. Over to Bernhard. TJ takes it up. Ooh, out of bounds. Tackle from Seba. Moya. Bernhard. Chetty. Out. Rovers throw. Going deep. Elijah Sawyers is looking for it. Gets in behind Fernandez. Towie with the tackle. Chetty with the save. Rovers call for something, but they're not getting anything. The ball, other than a corner kick. Sorry, no PK, guys. Not going to happen on that one. Seba is taking the kick in. Goicoechea, mostly probably known for kick in from his exploits in South America, Latin America, Mexico, and the New York Greek Americans. Another corner kick for Rovers as they look to equalize here in the corner. Ooh, Betts, Curti. Scramble in the goal valve, but nothing other than a corner kick. Port Jeff are hanging tough. They will not give up a goal. Corner kick. Seba's going to take it. Header over the bar from the man of sweat, Brian Garay. He's working very hard. Goal kick for Port Jeff. Copenhagen looking to kick it up. We got a bit of rain back here, which adds to the elements of the game. Easily caused the ball to slip a little bit. Copenhagen with a nice kick. Fernandez, 43. Chetty, and Lully. Chetty and Lully. Lully kicks it out, but it doesn't go out. Stays in. Off Betts. Betts down the field. And now it goes out. Looking for Marquinhos Ajayi, the man from Nigeria and Manhattan University. Port Jeff continue to lead 1-0 here in the Long Island Soccer Football League LISFL Premier Division Final. Two teams that should be very familiar to most. Several players that should be very familiar to most. Goal kick, Dennis Meha. Ooh, header from Towie. Sawyer, Seba. No, nothing. Nothing happening. Curtis is standing there. And it was a foul. Copenhagen with the kick. Lully wins it, but it goes out of bounds. Mr. Bernhard going to take the throw in. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Fernandez with the ball. Daniel Moya. Moya from Temple University. Bernhard, Towie. 77, who I believe is Carlos Martinez, but it might not be. Waiting for confirmation from our officials on that. Not the referees or game officials who have not come back. Throw in for Rovers. Now it's a throw in for Port Jeff. Fernandez looking for Chetty. Chetty gets in. Lully wins it. Chetty and Lully. Oh, Meha's there. Meha down the field. Looking for Vidal. Copenhagen has it. Copenhagen picks it up. Down the field we go. Ciso with the header. Port Jeff gets it back. 87. Martinez. 43. Chetty. Fernandez. 43. Ooh, block. Ciso. Seba. Vidal. Fernandez. Looking for Bernhard. Offside. Rovers ball. Out of bounds. So that'll be a Rovers throw in. Lully's looking to take it. Rovers sub. Demige is in for Ciso. Throw in Lully. Looking for Seba. Looking for Morak. Throw in for Seba. Vidal. Vidal on the ball. Throw in for Rovers. Ball goes out. Lully with the throw in. Throw in for Rovers. Oof. That is not going to go past KK Fernandez, the man with the height. Header out, Rovers throw in. 1-0 is still the score. Port Jefferson lead in this league final. Again, if the game were to be tied at the end of regulation, we go straight to penalty kicks. As it stands now, Port Jefferson are in the lead. Throw in, Fernandez wins again. Vidal with the ball. Morel. Lully. Was it a hand? Apparently not. Kicks the ball in. Oh, Port Jeff clears. Another chance for Rovers. Both teams creating several opportunities. Who can finish is the question. Seba Goyachea going to take the corner. Vidal comes out. Oof, Fernandez, powerful header out. Nothing is getting past Fernandez in the middle there. Uli from Seba. Seba. Goyachea. Putting the ball to the left. Garay. 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 Brian Garay, the center back for Rovers, stepped forward with good intentions and ties it up at 1-1 here in the LISFL Premier Division Final. 1-1. Excellent goal for Brian Garay, the man who's Mr. Rovers. He's been to pretty much every single game. He's adjusted to center back. He sweats through his entire shirt without even half the game being gone, and gives everything he can for the shirt. So looks like we might have an injury on the field as Curtis Copenhaver is down. Port Jeff manager Craig Carbo comes onto the field. Looks like we might need a substitution. We'll see. Game is stalled right now, or delayed. Looks like there'll be another goalkeeper going in for... Oh no, it's Dennis Meha coming up for Rovers goalkeeper to check on his goalkeeper colleague. Both Dennis and Curtis are pretty well established at this point as goalkeeper coaches. Both would know each other quite well, I'm sure. Looks like it is a pretty serious injury to Curtis. Might have taken a knock to the head. League official Joe Brosi's on the field to check on him. Joe is also captain in the FDNY. Terry Ullendal, first vice president, comes out. So Craig is over there as well. Everyone checking on Curtis. Kostas Meneses onto the field. So everyone hoping, unfortunate knockdown that Curtis has taken is that he's okay. They'll be able to get back up and resume normal activity. Probably best for him to take a break for the game. What's that?
They took his cleats off.
Yeah, oh, okay, cleats, yeah. I think that's smart. So at this point, as much as we love the game, this is more about everybody being healthy and smart, and we all have to get up for work tomorrow and go about our lives. So hopefully Curtis is going to be okay. Looks like they're going to have to carry him off the field, which is not a great scene, not good to see. It's unfortunate, and we wish him the best and hope that he's okay, and hope that he'll be able to recover. And that it's a minor injury, but it does seem to be pretty significant at this point. So, bit of a quietness takes place over the field now as everyone is mostly concerned. Most of the focus is now on Curtis Copenhaver, goalkeeper for Port Jefferson, goalkeeper from Stony Brook University, well known to everybody pretty much on both teams. Very established goalkeeper for many, many years. So Very unfortunate to see this happen. Didn't exactly see what occurred as the Rovers got the goal that tied up the game. Curtis seems to have taken, received an injury. A lot of concern as league officials, players from both teams, coaches, were all taking a look to see how he's doing, see if he's okay. And we hope that he is okay, and we will be resuming play, within a short period of time once everything is situated over here with Curtis, and then he's okay. And poor Jeff, in the meantime, are going to have to figure out now who's going to be able to go in goal and hold down the fort as the game resumes. And as folks tend to Curtis and see that he gets assessed, gets medical care that he needs. Concern right now is that he is okay. Poor Jeff players are starting to take the field again. Unfortunate that this has happened for Curtis. He's a good guy. He does a lot of coaching with Sousa and on the youth side, and goalkeeper training as a regular job. I believe he might even be a teacher. I'm not sure. So hopefully he's okay. Gonna have an outfield player there for Jeff going into goal. I don't believe that they have a substitute goalkeeper on the bench. And then we'll be able to resume play. Looks like Curtis is going to be okay. Not sure if we've called for medical attention. Hopefully he'll be seeking medical attention. We have Joe Brosi over there taking a look at him. Joe got him a chair, I believe. So, and the game is going to resume. Poor Jeff kicks in. Sanchez, Fernandez, Garay, the goal scorer. Again, we're at 1-1 here in the second half. There will be some injury time added on for the injury to Curtis Copenhaver. We find out more information, we'll pass it along. Throwing for Port Jeff, ball goes out of bounds. Looks like Martinez is going to take the throw in. Headed out by Marak, Vidal, Seba. Looking for Marak. Marak for Rovers. Fernandez kicks it out. Chetty. Demige. Sanchez on the ball. Busy afternoon or early evening here as the trains go by in Massapequa. Ball goes up. Looking for 43. Ooh, Fernandez. And ball foul called. Rovers will take the kick. Just like Tim Demige. Ball goes down. Right by where Curtis is still on the ground. He hasn't sat down yet. Hope that he's okay. Looks like we might have some medical personnel there tending to him, which is a good thought, good reassuring that smart decisions have been made. Daly, Garay, Martinez, Chetty. Medical personnel are tending to Curtis Copenhaver, which again reassuring that he'll get the care that he needs. The game has resumed. It is 1-1. It is the LISFL Premier Division Final live from Field of Dreams in Massapequa. Port Jeff are on the ball. Fernandez, Sanchez. White is back in the game. White, the goal scorer for Port Jeff. Vidal. Sawyer. Sanchez wins the ball. Shetty. Ball goes out. Looks like Trevor Harrison, if I had to guess. It's a little far for me. But if I had to guess, it looks like Trevor Harrison is in goal now for Port Jeff, taking over for Curtis Copenhaver. Rovers with the throw in. Sawyers. Daly wins the ball down the field for Port Jeff. That will be Bernhard throwing the ball in. Looks like Curtis Copenhaver is now sitting down and being tended to. Going from Port Jeff. Lully. Garay. Sanchez. Daly. Lully. Sawyers. Seba. Seba. Looking for Duga, who's back in for Rover. Oh, save from Harrison. The makeshift goalkeeper. He's a midfielder. He's a goalkeeper. He's quite a man, Trevor Harrison. He's in goal for Port Jeff. Stony Brook University. Ball's in, as we hear. Vidal. Port Jeff clear. Towie. White on the ball. Up to Sanchez. Looks back for White. Flying down the wing. Mo White. Look going in on goal. Look out. Look out. Oh, clear from Daly. Seba on the ball. Goikachea. Betts. Looking for Vidal. Ooh. Vidal gets it. Takes it in. Attacking Bernhard. Fernandez and Bernhard stop the attack. Ball goes out. Blaze looking to save it. Throw in for Rovers. It's pretty much the LISFL derby, although with respect to Laros, I'd say that's become a 3-team race every year for every cup, every league. And then, of course, would be hard to not mention New York Paulette, who had a great season as well, and pushed York Irish Rovers very hard in the semifinal. Could have easily gone the other way. Throw in from Rovers, goes back out. 1-1 here in the second half. Port Jefferson and New York Irish Rovers, 1-1. Here in Massapequa Field of Dreams. Both teams are playing for the Premier Division final. Throw in for Rovers. Andrew Lully throws it in. Oh, just over. Harrison with the save. The goalkeeper. And it looks like a Rovers player is down, but I think he's going to be all right. Oh, we do have ambulance here for Curtis Copenhaver, I would assume, and making sure that he gets the medical care that is required. Looks like they might be taking off. Okay, we'll see. Oh, kick out. Game back on. Good, do good, Dembali. Curtis, I believe, is still here with us, so I think he's okay and doesn't need the medical. Well, hard to tell now because the ambulance has stopped. He might be brought in for precautionary measures, make sure he is okay, get some testing done, and just make sure, which is the safe thing to do. Throw in for Port Jeff. Mo White on the ball. Fernandez. Shetty. Kick back to Dennis Mieja. Kicks it over. Fernandez on the ball. Down the field. Looks like it's going to be a throw in. Rovers, Andrew Lully with the throw in. As you can see, definitely a bit of wetness from all the rain. Fernandez, off Fernandez. Looks like Rovers gained about 20 yards, but still a throw-in. Hooley with the throw-in. Fernandez, Seba, Sanchez, Demage, Sanchez. 87. Fernandez, Blaze, Demige breaks it up for Rovers. Up to Tambali, Duga, Seba, no, sorry, excuse me, Vidal. Ball goes out off Port Jeff. Rovers throw in. Yes, and Curtis Copenhaver looks like he will be taken off in the ambulance that has arrived. We see a stretcher over there and the EMT personnel with some of the league officials. Port Jeff coach Craig Corbo. Kick ball, kick back in. Betts. Chetty, Sanchez. Fernandez, excuse me. White. Ooh. Moran. Oh, is that Moran? 5. Betts. Off Port Jeff. Dembali is. Oof. Looks like a group there for the next game. We're watching intently as this game goes on. A lot of activity. A 1-1 game in the league final. Unfortunately, an injury to the Port Jefferson goalkeeper, Curtis Copenhaver, who's, as we can see on the side over there, potentially having to get checked out by going a trip to the emergency room in an ambulance. Looks like he is okay, but for precautionary measures, just want to make sure. Corner kick for Rovers. Port Jeff headed out. Looks like Cameron Blaze on the ball for Port Jeff. Blaze is a fast gap. Oh, Rovers win the ball. Goes out of bounds. Throwing for Port Jeff. Throw in Port Jeff. Chetty. Looks like it goes out. Rovers throw in. Goicoechea. Luli. Looking for Seba or Elijah or someone. But instead it's going to be out for a corner kick. Vidal on the ball. Seba in. Ooh, off the crossbar. Looking to test Trevor Harrison in goal. Substitute goalkeeper as Curtis Copenhaver had to step out of the game. 1-1 is the score. Port Jeff might have a substitute keeper, but it does not matter. They will still battle till the very end, as they have always done throughout the years. Harrison with the goal kick down. Demige on the ball. Timmy Demige. Ooh, Rovers are trying to get the ball in and test out Trevor Harrison, who's substitute goalkeeper, as Curtis Copenhaver was taken out of the game. Goal kick for Port Jeff. Trevor Harrison with the kick. .43 for Port Jeff. Rovers have the ball. Looks like Goycochea on it, off Port Jeff, throwing for Rovers. Both teams looking to get that potentially decisive goal and avoid having to go to goal penalty kicks to decide this game. Harrison takes the goal kick in, kicks it up the field. Luli, Fernandez, and the ball comes to me. Looks like it's a foul at Port Jeff. Free kick for Rovers. Demish with the kick. Up to Too Good Nabali. Yes, that's Too Good Nabali. He's played a few games now for Rovers. Seba Goycochea. Joey Sanchez. Fernandez. Oh. Bo White. Sleeney. Blaze. Ooh. Blaze is causing a lot of problems for Rovers with his speed, his pace, and he looks very, very sharp, having been playing over in Europe. Ooh, ball comes off of Stephen Betts for a corner kick. Kike Fernandez makes his way up. If they get the ball to him, it's going to be hard to stop it. Looks like could be Lorenzo Salini taking the kick. Oof. Blaze. Well, White with the shot goes out of bounds. Goal kick for Rovers. Both teams looking for that go-ahead goal. Goal kick, Meha with the kick. Port Jeff win the header. 87. Sanchez. White was in on goal, but Meha has it. Betts, Meha. Sawyer is looking for the goal. Had a bit of a dry spell for Rovers. Betts, ball goes out of bounds. Throw in Port Jeff. 77 Martinez will take the throw. Throw in for Port Jeff. White. Garay back to Meha. Meha down the field. Looking for Richie DeBras. He's back in the game. Flick on from Seba. Vidal. DeBras. Sanchez out of bounds. Throw in for Rovers. Luli with the throw. Looking down the field. Looking for Richie DeBras. Fernandez with the header. Salini. White. Ooh, ref calls kick against, foul against Port Jeff. Free kick for Rovers. Daly. Garay. Not finding anyone with that. Port Jeff on the ball. Sanchez. Back. Harrison. Back up. Fernandez. Oh, Daly with the header. Demish. Seba. Goycochea and DeBras. Goycochea goes out of bounds. Throw in for Rovers. Here in the second half. As it's 1-1. Port Jefferson and New York Irish Rovers tied at 1. Mo White with the goal in the first half. Brian Garay with the goal for Rovers in the second half. Throw in for Rovers. Headed out as always by KK Fernandez. Cameron Blaze. Blazing down the field. Sanchez. For Jeff. Meha. Mo White. Wide open, looking for the ball. Port Jeff's looking very dangerous on the counter. Dugan Nabali, marked up by KK Fernandez. Ball goes out of bounds, throw in for Rovers. Looks like we still have the ambulance here and the EMT personnel, and looks like Curtis Copenhaver is still there on the sideline, sitting down. Throw in for Port Jeff, excuse me. Port Jeff throw in. Off of Mo White. Luley. Garay. Vidal. Foul called on Port Jeff. Ooh, getting a little bit of physical activity with 43 for Port Jeff and Nico Vidal. Referee steps in. Getting a little feisty. Referee is not happy. 43 is coming over. He looks like he might be going for a card. Card to Vidal. Card to 43, perhaps. All right. Cards are issued. Play resumes. Free kick for Rovers. Daly over the ball. Bit of a delay as the ref stands over the ball. Play about to resume. A little bit of a long delay there. Not sure why. But play about to resume. Daly with the kick. Again, Port Jeff wins the header. Out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be a Port Jeff throw. Or kick. Ball back in. Cellini. Cellini looking for Sanchez. Back to Cellini. Vidal. Looks like Martinez. Oh, Rovers win the ball back. Duga Damali on the ball. Looking for Seba. Looking for help on the left. Trying to find Richie. Ooh, Zimbali is looking for shots, but not finding the space. DeBras. Ooh, foul on Rovers. Trevor Harrison in goal for Port Jefferson. Taking over for Curtis Copenhaver, who had to leave the game earlier on in the second half. Harrison about to take the kick. Looks like the ambulance is leaving, and it looks like Curtis is down there. Kick from Harrison. Demige wins the ball. Sanchez, 43. Mo White on the ball for Port Jeff. Garay kicks it out. Throw in for Port Jeff. Getting later now into the second half. Of course, there will be plenty of injury time. Both teams going for the go-ahead goal. Potentially the game-winning goal. Cellini over to Seba with Kochea. Up to Demige. Demige looking for Dembali. Not there. Harrison. Goal goes out. Harrison with the goal kick. Trevor Harrison for Port Jeff. Going to take the goal kick. 1-1 is still the score here in Massapequa. Field of Dreams, LISFL Premier Division Final. Goal kick from Trevor Harrison. Rovers win the header. Cellini with the ball down to Port Jeff. 43. Meha runs out and kicks the ball out. Throw in for Port Jeff. A lot of pressure being put on. Port Jeff throw. 15. Cellini. Ball comes in and across. Meha comes down with it. Goycochea. Vidal. Oh. Vidal. Ref calls a foul. Looked like Vidal had his shirt grabbed. Demige with the kick in. Ooh, offsides. Offsides is the call. Offsides is the call from the linesman. Game is slowed down a bit with some potentially dangerous counterattacks back and forth. Both teams looking to get the go-ahead. Trevor Harrison with the goal kick, or the free kick. Foul on Rovers. Port Jeff kick. Cellini will take it. No overtime, straight to PKs. Kick for Port Jeff from Cellini. Fernandez looking for it. Goal kick. Goal kick for Rovers. And that's Meha about to take the goal kick. Game on. Meha with the goal kick. Fernandez wins the header. Out off Port Jeff. Rovers throw in. Lilly to take it. Garay. The Mage is off. Offsides, no goal. Remains 1-1. Port Jefferson and Rovers. Trevor Harrison, the goalkeeper for Port Jeff, to take the goal kick, or the free kick, excuse me. Ball goes out. Rovers throw in. Harrison is the makeshift goalkeeper after starter Curtis Copenhaver had to come out of the game with an injury. Throw in by Lully for Rovers. Fernandez with the header. Sanchez. Rovers pick it up. Betts. Garay. Looking for Vidal. Harrison is out. Port Jeff has not skipped a beat with Trevor Harrison taking over in goal. Straight down the field, looking for Tim Demige. Gabe Fernandez. Looks like it might have been a handball, perhaps. Rovers free kick. CISO. Game is slowed down a bit. The ref and Rovers doing a sub. Dennis Meha. Port Jeff headed back up, but it goes out. Throwing for Rovers. CISO to take the throw in. Instead, it goes to Betts. Off Fernandez. Harrison comes out. Harrison with the ball. Kicks it up. Daly. Looks like Elijah Sawyers is back. For Rovers. Free kick for Port Jeff. Sean Towie to take the kick. Deep into the Rovers half. Lully heads it out. Off Sanchez. That is full time. Full time here in Massapequa in the LISFL Premier Division Final. Full time. 1-1. What does that mean? That means we go to penalty kicks to decide this game and to decide who will win the LISFL Premier Division. Unbelievable game by both teams. First half, Mosiah White led the way with a goal for Port Jeff, giving them a 1-0 lead. Second half, Rovers came back with a goal from Brian Garay, their center half. Injury to Curtis Copenhaver, the Port Jefferson goalkeeper. Trevor Harrison, the former Stony Brook midfielder, is in goal for Port Jefferson. And now we go to penalty kicks to decide this game, to decide the league contest that's been contended over the last several months, 9 months, going back to September 2024. Of course, the league takes the winter break, and then we come into May and early June, and here we are with the league final. Brian Garay, Gabriel Fernandez with the toss to decide which half we're going to do the kicks. And then when we resume, penalty kicks are up. Yes, Willie McGorry. Yes, I am on New Logical. I am the commentator. Sorry about your results from earlier on. Congratulations to New York Prince Cyprian Freedoms and to Lansdowne Yonkers on a great season in the American Premier Soccer League. New York Prince Cyprian Freedoms win 2-1. Having won the division, now won the league. Chris Arnold coming over, saying hello, co-head coach of the Rovers. And now we will resume with Dennis Meha and, yes, Trevor Harrison in goal. And Dennis for Rovers, Trevor for Jeff. Penalty kicks are upon us to decide this game after a 1-1 draw. Goal for Port Jeff was Mosiah White. Goal for Rovers was Brian Garay. It looks like Gabriel Fernandez, the Stony Brook legend, assistant coach at Stony Brook, will step up to take the first penalty kick for Port Jeff. Dennis Meha in goal. Will Trevor Harrison come up with some amazing saves? Who knows? That's part of the fun at this point in the game. It's been a wild game, as always, between Port Jeff and New York Irish Rovers. Fernandez steps up. Meha in goal. PKs begin. Goal for Fernandez. 1-0, Port Jeff, and penalty kicks. Looks like Sebastian Goycochea stepping up for Rovers to take a PK against Trevor Harrison. Can Harrison pull off the shocker and stop a PK to be the unlikely hero? Goycochea evens it up 1-1 between Port Jeff and Rovers. Lorenzo Cellini, former Stony Brook standout, stepping up to take his kick. Dennis Meha in goal for Rovers. Cellini places the ball. Cellini puts it away. 2-1, Port Jefferson. Cellini went left. Dennis went to his left. And Cellini had a wide open goal. Richie DeBras stepping up for Rovers to take a PK. Trevor Harrison in goal. Two. DeBras puts it away. Mosiah White stepping up to take a PK next for Port Jeff. 2-2 right now, yes, and penalty kicks. Third kick for Port Jeff, White. Dennis Meha in goal for Rovers. Dennis saves the penalty kick from Mo White, of unlikeliest of occurrences, but it can happen to anyone. It can happen at any level, and you would put money on Mo making that penalty kick. Elijah Sawyers now is stepping up for New York Irish Rovers to take his penalty kick. Trevor Harrison in goal for Port Jeff. Stopped by Trevor Harrison. Both teams have now missed one. Unbelievable. So it's now 2-2 remains. Both teams missed the third PKs. Number 77 Martinez steps up for Port Jeff. Dennis Meha is in goal. Dennis saves it. Remains 2-2. Steven Ciso stepping up for Rovers. A crowd is building, getting very excited here. This is the fourth kick of the 5 and the penalty kick. Steven Ciso for New York Irish Rovers. Puts it in. Rovers have the lead. 3-2. Port Jeff must make this next penalty kick. Trevor Harrison, the goalkeeper, is going to take the penalty kick for Port Jeff. Decisive 5th kick. He has to make it. Trevor puts it in, no problem. That ties it up. 3-3. Looks like Stephen Betts will be stepping up for Rovers. If he can put this away, Rovers will win the penalty kick shootout. Even Betts puts it away. Rovers game is over. Rovers have won on penalty kicks 4-3 over Port Jefferson. Trevor Harrison did his best, did a great job there. Stopped the penalty kick. The makeshift goalkeeper after the injury to Curtis Copenhaver. Rovers have pulled it off and have defeated Port Jefferson on penalty kicks. They have won in the LISFL Premier Division. Port Jefferson came in looking to do the league double of the League Cup and the league. Nearly pulled it off. Great game by both teams. Great game overall. Congratulations to New York Irish Rovers. Congratulations to Port Jefferson as well on an amazing season. And that is how it ends here in Massapequa. 4-3 on penalty kicks, 1-1 during regulation. Excellent game by both teams. Unbelievable game, unbelievable ending. Curtis Copenhaver still over there on the sidelines. He's sitting down. Players of both teams going over up to him, see how he's doing. But Rovers have won the Premier Division. Both teams now for the next game are warming up. It'll be Eleftheria and Asteras. Are we done? Thanks. And I've never talked that much in my life. Thank you.
Go.